Okay, good evening. Good evening and welcome back. Again, this is our Boardman Civic Association Academic Achievement Dinner. And let's thank our caterer, a la carte catering, for that delicious meal. Hope you all enjoyed that. I trust none of you will be falling asleep soon after that great meal. With us tonight, we also have the Boardman Schools Television Network. If you're familiar with them, they're an amazing department within our school district. And here tonight, they tape our events and they post them to their YouTube channel. So after we hear our scholarship award winners tonight, you can go and watch them after they post that to their YouTube channel. So with us this evening, we have advisors Joe Hollaba and Amy Radinovic, as well as students Emma Charlier, Zoe Crespo, Lucy Smith, and Lily Austin. Thank you. I do want to make special mention, Mr. Hollaba is changing positions within the school district, transferring over to the English department, correct? Yeah. So he will no longer be with BSTN and won't be attending these evenings with us, but for the past 5 years, Joe, we will sincerely miss you. You're a professional, you know exactly what you're doing, you're easy to work with, you're a pleasant person, and I personally enjoy our conversations together. And feel free to join us again at any time, but let's please thank him for his professionalism. But we have some introductions this evening. With us tonight, Trustee Matt Gambrell, Boardman Trustee Matt. Matt, welcome. School Board Member Vicki Davis. Boardman School Superintendent Chris Neifer. And our Mahoney County Area Court Judge Joe Hauser. I want to make mention, we had some full scholarship donations. I'd like to recognize those people that were able to join us this evening. Mr. and Mrs. George Lindbergh, thank you very much for your contribution. As well as Akron Children's Hospital, and with us this evening is Nicole Madison. Nicole, we thank you for being here. Nicole is the Senior Clinical Manager of the Emergency Department, a very important job. We're very involved, probably some long days, so thank you for taking the time to join us tonight. So you may be asking yourself, what is the Boardman Civic Association? Now that you're here, right? Well, let me introduce our board of directors to you. Our board members, and you can stand or raise your hand or jump up and down, do whatever you'd like to do while we recognize you this evening. Our president, McKenna Osinger, couldn't be here tonight. She's a lacrosse coach, and they had a game tonight, so we thank McKenna. We also have Vice President Meg Harris, Treasurer Mark Hadley, members Attorney Marty Bushy, Matt Gambrell, John Landers, Debbie Liptak, Karen McCallum, Tim Saxton, Rick Schaefer, Dan Segul, and Kevin Willis. We thank you for your leadership for our organization. So founded in 1950, the Boardman Civic Association is a group of local business, civic, and community leaders interested in the general welfare and development of Boardman Township. We have quarterly meetings to receive updates on matters in the township, as well as news on the schools, park systems, and the business environment. The BCA promotes community pride through our annual building awards and Citizen of the Year awards, our election forums and candidates and issues forums that we have at our September meeting, and of course this academic achievement dinner that we have every year for these scholarship awards, recognizing local students. Our membership is easy and a bargain. If you're interested in it, please see Meg or Karen at the desk out front. We'd love to have you join us. Really nice organization. Not a lot of stress, a lot of enjoyment, good fellowship, and good food, as you know. So thank you for joining us again. We have a segment at each one of our meetings, or I should say I do, because I write this stuff and I have the microphone, so I get to kind of do what I want up here. But we try to do like a day in history of what's happened in the past, and because the past is just as important as the future. Of course, May the 4th be with you as today. But another significant event happened on May 4th in 1970, which was also a Monday, by the way, at Kent State University. And it was the Vietnam War protests. They turned violent. And although it was a brief incident, it was serious and significant, including 4 fatalities. One student fatality was 20-year-old Boardman High School graduate and Kent State sophomore Sandra Lee Schuer. Sandra was reportedly not a part of the protesters, caught in the conflict walking between classes. A memorial picture and a plaque of Sandra remain in Boardman High School. Interestingly, John Darnell, the owner, publisher, and editor of the Boardman News, was also a Boardman High School graduate and at the time was a Kent State University photojournalism student. He was in person for the protests, camera in hand, capturing pictures of the events as they unfolded. And if you visit his office, he would show them to you. This is a significant event in history, which should be remembered. So we pause this day, especially with the local connection to Boardman, for that incident that happened in 1970. Educational opportunities for Boardman resident students exist in many forms, including public and private schools, secular and non-secular schools, and amongst these options is the Valley Christian School District. Opening in 1975 as Youngstown Christian and renamed Valley Christian in 2015 to better represent the geographic reach, the district is in its 51st year. Their mission and vision: Valley Christian School exists as a flourishing, Christ-centered education system to transform lives by loving more, expecting more, and being more, while focusing on becoming a prominent Christian school of choice, creating Christ-centered, engaged future leaders to transform their communities. At this time, we're pleased to welcome our keynote speaker, Valley Christian School's president, Mr. Mike Pecchia.
Hi, everybody. Mark, thank you for that wonderful introduction. I'm truly humbled and honored to stand before you tonight at the Boardman Civic Association's annual Academic Achievements Award dinner. When Mr. Saxon called and asked me to speak, I was a bit surprised and, to be honest, a little reluctant. In the world of education, I didn't think my credentials matched up well with this event's previous speakers. But it's hard to say no to Tim, and I am passionate about young people and truly love recognizing their accomplishments and encouraging them in their life journey. A special thank you to the Boardman Civic Association for holding this event tonight to celebrate Boardman resident seniors who have demonstrated excellence in academics, civic involvement, and community participation. The scholarships awarded tonight will help these high-achieving, soon-to-be graduates, you're not done yet, soon-to-be graduates, pursue their continued education and training. This is one of those rare and meaningful moments where we get to pause, step away from the pace of everyday life, and reflect on something that really matters. Tonight is about more than acknowledging your achievements. It's about pointing out your potential, offering you opportunity, and encouraging your future efforts as you embark on the most exciting and important phase of your young lives. To the students we are honoring tonight, congratulations. This evening belongs to you and your families. You've worked hard, stayed committed, and earned recognition not only for your academic excellence, but for your character, your perseverance, and your potential. Each of you represents something bigger than yourself. You represent the future of this community, and in many ways, the future of our world. As was mentioned in the introduction, my name is Mike Pecchia, and I'm the president of Valley Christian School, and I have to give a special shout out to Andre, one of our own from Valley Christian School. Proud of you. Tonight's award dinner is likely the first of many events you will participate over the next several weeks that signifies the importance our society still places on education. For each of you, it all started 13 years ago when your parents sent you off to your first day in kindergarten. Take a moment for you parents to think about that. Education has been the central focus of your lives thus far. And while graduating high school may seem like the end of a long chapter, it's actually the beginning of a new one. Education is not just about grades, test scores, and diplomas, even though it seems that's all we educators talk about. It's about learning how to think, not just what to think. It's about curiosity, about asking questions, exploring ideas, and developing the ability to make sense of a complex and fast-changing world. Education teaches you how to analyze, how to communicate, how to solve problems, all vitally important skills in the world we live in today. Education or gaining knowledge alone doesn't guarantee good decisions, direction, purpose, or success. That's where something deeper comes in: wisdom. Wisdom is often defined as the ability to apply knowledge, experience, understanding, and insight with sound judgment to navigate complex life situations. In the Bible, the book of Proverbs is filled with short, often poetic statements that instruct and guide all of us, but especially our young people, to acquire wisdom and knowledge that leads to personal well-being, happy relationships, fruitful labor or careers, and good standing in our communities. A couple of my favorites are Proverbs 18:15. Intelligent people are always ready to learn. Their ears are open to knowledge. And Proverbs 4:13. Take hold of my instructions. Don't let them go. Guard them, for they are the key to life. You see, your hard work that you've accomplished over these past 4 years of high school that we are celebrating tonight are only the foundation of a lifelong learning adventure you are stepping into. I can tell you firsthand how important education in this community can be in shaping a person's path. I graduated from Ursuline High School in 1978 and then continued my education at Youngstown State University, where I earned my bachelor's degree in business administration. I was the first in my family to go to college. I can remember that the steel mills had just closed a year earlier, and my class, the class of 1978, was the first one in which a majority of our students had to look to college for our future. Maybe some of you know exactly what you're going to do or study after high school, and maybe some of you don't. You have no idea. That's okay. It wasn't until my sophomore year in college that I decided to major in accounting and seriously start to envision my future and my career. After graduating from YSU in 1982, I joined Hillbarth and King CPAs, where I spent the first 10 years of my career. I can still remember my first day of work, getting an assignment from one of the partners, and leaving the room, his office, and having no idea what he just told me to do. I can still remember that, the panic. I remember the feeling of panic and saying to myself, they didn't teach me that in college. Well, they didn't. And I soon realized that the purpose of college wasn't to teach me everything I know. It was to teach me how to learn everything I needed to know. It was to, as many who enter public accounting do, I left and took on a corporate accounting position with a client. I was blessed to join a company whose owners had a great vision and valued people over profit. Being part of an organization that grew to 125 locations in 14 states and employed nearly 1,000 people was rare in Youngstown. I would often say that I had the best accounting job in the area. I can honestly say that it was during those 12 years that I gained the most knowledge and wisdom that prepared me for the next 20 years of my life in education, an unlikely landing for a kid with an accounting degree. I say all this to tell you that the hard work I put in at Ursuline and YSU gave me the opportunity to begin the next 40 years plus of seeking wisdom and gaining knowledge from the many people and experiences that God put in my life. This evening, I want to share with you 3 words that will hopefully help you as you take your next step in life. Those words are grit, gratitude, and greatness. Grit is defined as a combination of passion and perseverance. The ability to work through setbacks and failures without giving up, while maintaining a deep, enduring commitment to a specific goal or ideal. Today, research suggests that grit is often a better predictor of success than natural talent or intelligence. I would say that each of you tonight are being recognized not just because of your intellect or talent, because of your hard work and determination that you have exhibited through your 4 years of high school. Dare I say you're being recognized tonight because of your grit. When I think about grit, I think about the story of Daniel in the Bible. Daniel's country was just taken over by Babylon, and he was taken away in exile. He and his friends were described in the book of Daniel as showing aptitude for every kind of learning, well-informed, quick to understand, and qualified to serve in the king's palace. It was his knowledge and talent that got him recognized by the king for the new position in government, but it was his grit that enabled him to transform a nation. Not because he faced one difficult moment, but because he lived a life of consistency. In a world that constantly changed around him, he stayed grounded in who he was. And when the pressure came, he didn't rise to the occasion. He returned to what he had always practiced. That's what grit looks like. And that's the kind of foundation that will matter in a world that continues to change. The world you are entering is rapidly changing with the emergence of artificial intelligence, or AI. Some people believe we are in the greatest technical transformation in history, greater than the introduction of computers 50 years ago and the internet over 25 years ago. AI is transforming every aspect of our lives, and technology is reshaping how we work, how we communicate, and even how we learn. Some of the careers you are looking at today may look completely different in 10 years. Some may not exist at all. And new opportunities will emerge that we can't fully predict. That kind of change can feel uncertain, but grit will enable you to face and successfully navigate that uncertainty. Second word I want to share with you is gratitude. Gratitude is an attitude of appreciation and thankfulness. It is a positive mindset that recognizes the goodness in your life, especially when that goodness is not easily recognizable. None of you here tonight are here without the help and support of other people. Beginning with your parents, family members, and guardians who provided the love and support from home, always encouraging you to be the best version of you. Teachers, counselors, coaches, and administrators have spent countless hours over the 13 years of your life, passing their knowledge on to you, holding you accountable, and providing the learning environment you needed to succeed. In the Bible, the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 says, "Be thankful in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you who belong to Christ Jesus." Notice it emphasizes in all circumstances. As I mentioned earlier, I believe you are entering the most important and exciting phase of your young lives, but it may also be the most challenging. Research has shown that having a habitual mindset of gratitude measurably leads to higher life satisfaction, happiness, and meaning, and it even improves grit. Please be sure to spend the next weeks thanking every person who enabled you to be here tonight. The last word I want to share with you is greatness. I have a friend that some of you may have heard speak over the years. His name is Dave Cahoot, and he goes around to schools speaking to students. As he shares his life story, encouraging young people, he has a phrase he always uses. And actually, I'm wearing one of his wristbands with the letters SITPOG and the word greatness. When he speaks in front of young people, he always says, "I am sitting in the presence of greatness." We live in a world where greatness is often measured by fame and fortune. And for your generation, social media followers. There are constant discussions and arguments about who is the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Those conversations often center around accomplishments and accolades. Tonight, I want to change that paradigm and tell you that true greatness lies in serving others. In the Gospel of Mark, Jesus, who nearly 3 billion people today would say is the GOAT, tells us in chapter 10, You know that rulers lord it over people and flaunt their authority. But I tell you that whoever wants to be a leader among you must be your servant. A mentor of mine once told me that if you help others get what they want, you in turn will get what you want. He was the owner of the company I told you about earlier that I worked for, who put people ahead of profit. Well, the end of that story is that he sold that company for over $100 million. As you continue your education and seek your purpose, always strive to serve others, no matter what field or career you pursue. Put others first in all you do, and you will be great. In closing, I want to say to the families, thank you and job well done. To the educators here, we appreciate your sacrifice, your calling, your commitment, not only for the young people here tonight, but the countless other students you have impacted over your careers. To the Boardman Civic Association, we commend you for the investment you are making in the future of these young people here tonight. And finally, to the students, I challenge you to stay gritty, choose gratitude, and be great by serving others. We all look forward to seeing you grow into the great young men and women we know you can be. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Pecchia. Your wonderful comments this evening. Grit, gratitude, and greatness. Remember those 3 G's. That was just wonderful. And the wisdom. Talked about wisdom that you imparted. And I appreciate you reading from the book of Mark. It's one of my favorites as well. So thank you. Greatly appreciate it. And one word you mentioned very early on that I wrote down was character. Because character is so important. You know, there's a phrase, character is what you do when no one's looking. Right? And we're all imperfect people. We will make mistakes, we will have successes in life, but if we revert back to our character and what we should be doing, we'll be better off. So thank you sincerely for your wonderful comments this evening. So now we'll move forward to our scholarship presentations. The criteria to be invited to the Academic Achievement Awards and to submit an application is 2026 graduate. As Mr. Pecchia said, we're taking that on faith. They will be 2026 graduates. Boardman resident, as well as a 3.5 grade point average or above. So for the 2026 academic class in Boardman Townships, there were 137 students that qualified. 38 submitted scholarship applications representing Boardman, Cardinal Mooney, Ursuline, and Valley Christian High Schools. Applications filled with accomplishments in academics, athletics, arts, school and community involvement, and work experiences. Actually, all 8 of our scholarship award winners this evening all had work experiences during their high school career. So we invite you to come forward to accept your award. I'll be introducing all of you, and we ask you to take a minute or two to tell us what you think is your future and what you're going to be pursuing in the future, because we'd like to hear from you. We want to know what's going on and where you're coming from, and so we ask you to do that as you come up. So we will be awarding these in alphabetical order. So our first awardee is Jalen Chickalo, sorry. Okay, pardon me. Jalen Chickalo from Boardman High School. Her activities and honors were National Honor Society, Medical Careers Club, co-founder of the Spartans Purpose Bible Study Club, soccer, track and field, Spanish Club, and student council. And her future educational interest is biomedical science and dentistry. Let's please congratulate Jalen Chickalo.
Hi, my name is Jalen Chickalo. First, I want to start off by saying thank you to the Boardman Civic Association and its members for this wonderful night and for dedicating their time to assemble this for us. I am so grateful for their generosity and willingness to support the younger generation, which is granting us the ability to go forward and pursue our career goals. Secondly, I would like to thank my school, family, and God for the endless amount of support and encouragement throughout my education. Without them, I would not be standing in front of you today. Next year, I plan on attending Liberty University, where I will study biomedical science in hopes of becoming an orthodontist. So once again, I would like to thank you all for assisting me towards my dream career.
Thank you very much, Jalen. Our next scholarship award winner is Sean Cummings from Boardman High School. Activities and honors: National Honor Society, Italian National Honor Society, Medical Careers Club, Track and Field, Swim Team, and a Swim Team Academic All-American. Future educational interest is nursing. Let's congratulate Sean Cummings.
Good evening. My name is Sean Cummings, and I'm a senior at Boardman High School. I'm here tonight with my mom and dad, Mandy and Mike. I'd like to start by thanking the Boardman Civic Association for selecting me as one of their scholarship recipients. I am the acting senior class president of Boardman High School, along with leading and participating in various clubs. I'll be attending Kent State University in the fall to major in nursing with the intention to become a nurse anesthetist. I'm forever grateful for my family, friends, and teachers who have guided me and pushed me to achieve my goals. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sean. Congratulations. Our next scholarship award winner is Lainey Joyce, Boardman High School. National Honor Society, National Arts Honor Society, volleyball, softball, Bible Study Club, and a published short story writing contest winner. Future educational interest is criminal justice. Let's wish congratulations to Lainey Joyce.
Hi, my name is Lainey Joyce, and I am a senior at Boardman High School. I first want to say that I am incredibly honored and grateful to the Boardman Civic Association for selecting me as a scholarship recipient. This generous support means so much to me as I take this next step toward my future. I also want to thank my parents for constantly encouraging me, believing in me, and pushing me to reach my goals, as well as God for guiding my path and leading me to where I am today. This fall, I plan to attend Slippery Rock University to pursue my bachelor's degree in criminal justice. I am excited to continue working hard toward making a positive difference in the future. Thank you again for this incredible honor and opportunity.
Thank you, Lainey. Congratulations. Our next scholarship award winner is Andre Lavelle, Valley Christian High School. National Honor Society, Science Club, Student Council, Stage Crew, and the VCS News Team. I just love that. You say, Andre Lavelle, VCS News Team. That is great. Really good. Future educational interests, music studies, and production. Congratulations. Let's wish a congratulations to Andre Lavelle.
Good evening, and today I just want to thank Boardman Civic Association for allowing me to have this scholarship and to basically investing in my dreams and my passion. And I also want to thank my grandma and my mom for showing up with me today. And I also want to thank my father, my sister, and my brother. They couldn't be here today, but I just want to thank them also because they inspired me to keep doing what I'm doing. And I plan on going to Youngstown State University for the pursuit of the musical production career. And overall, I just want to say that my goal with this is to spread positivity, spread love for music, because I know people go through a lot and music can be an outlet for that. And I just want to thank the Boardman Civic Association again for awarding me the scholarship. And thank you.
Thank you very much, Andre. Congratulations. Our next scholarship award winner is Michael McClellan, Cardinal Mooney High School. Speech and debate team, Link crew, YSN Live student broadcaster, football team captain. Received football offer honors from Division I, Division II, and Division III colleges. He's committed to Youngstown State University to play football there as well, and his future educational interest is in communications. Let's congratulate Michael McClellan.
First and foremost, I'd like to thank the Boardman Civic Association for giving me the opportunity to be here today. And I'd like to thank my parents and God for instilling values in me through childhood and up to this point. I started my education at St. Charles, where I was there kindergarten through 8th grade, and I learned the values of discipline, faith, and leadership. At Carter Mooney High School, those values were strengthened. And I played 4 years of football, participated in speech and debate, and ended up earning a scholarship to Youngstown State University, where I'll play football for 4 years. After that, I would like to get into coaching, hopefully a graduate assistant position, and get into a coaching role at the collegiate level, and be able to impact young athletes for years to come. So, thank you.
Congratulations, Michael. Our next scholarship award winner is Harold Miller, Boardman High School and MCCTC, National Honor Society, Student Council, Eagle Scout with bronze, silver, and gold palms, and has already earned certifications in phlebotomy, physical therapy, certified nursing, and EKG technician. Future educational interest is nursing. Let's congratulate Harold Miller.
Good evening, everyone. I just wanted to first and foremost say thank you to the Boardman Civic Association and all the donors that made this scholarship possible. It made my educational dreams of becoming a nurse at Kent State a possibility. I don't come from a wealthy family. I'm just going to say that first and foremost. And this opportunity is just absolutely wonderful. It helped me go to Kent State, thankfully, to their honors college tuition free. I'm very excited, and I just wanted to say thank you to my father, thank you to my mother, thank you to my family who inspired me to keep going. And yeah, thank you guys so much.
Congratulations, Harold. Our next scholarship award winner is Jordan Miller, Ursuline High School, National Honor Society, 12-letter winner in 3 sports: soccer, cross country, and track and field, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and a Eucharistic minister. Future educational interest is exercise science. We wish congratulations and welcome Jordan Miller.
I want to thank you for choosing me as a recipient of the Boardman Civic Association Scholarship. My name is Jordan Miller, and I'm a senior at Ursuline High School. I've lived in Boardman for my whole life with my mom, Jamie, dad, John, and my brother, Joshua, who I brought with me today. I grew up going to Boardman Park summer camps with my brother and spending a lot of time with the fun activities that they provided. I always looked forward to the yearly father-daughter dances. As a teenager, one of my favorite volunteering events was the mother-son superhero night at the park. Dressing up as a superhero and seeing the smiles of the children's faces showed me how something so small can make such a big difference. I have also taught 2nd grade CCD at St. Mary Magdalene Parish for the past 4 years. I love volunteering because it gives me the opportunity to help give back to my community. Through the youth groups at my church, I learned how you never know what a person is really going through, making it so important to treat everyone with kindness. Next year, I hope to continue making a difference in my new school community. I'm committed to Penn West Edinburgh University to study exercise science and continue my soccer career. I plan to go to graduate school and become either a pediatric occupational therapist or physician's assistant. I hope to continue to spread kindness and love that was taught from my family with my new community. Thank you for choosing me for this scholarship.
Thank you, and congratulations, Jordan. And our 8th scholarship winner is Allison Murray, Boardman High School, National Honor Society, Spanish Club, Heat Club, Student Council, Swim and Dive Team, and a 3-year All-Ohio State swimmer, committed to swim at Mount Union. Future educational interest is civil engineering. Let's congratulate Allison Murray.
Hi, my name is Allison Murray, and I'm a senior at Boardman High School. I'm here tonight with my parents, JR and Marilyn Murray. I first want to thank the Boardman Civic Association for this wonderful opportunity and for selecting me as a 2026 scholarship recipient. I would also like to thank my family, teachers, and coaches for their endless support throughout the years. In the fall, I plan on attending the University of Mount Union to study civil engineering and with a mathematics minor. I will also be a part of the honors program at Mount and a member of their swim and dive team. Thank you.
Wow, this is an impressive group of 8. You know, I know you've been clapping a lot tonight, but how about one more time for the whole group? Well, we've had a wonderful evening. This has been just amazing. We'd like to thank our speaker, Mr. Mike Pecchia, very much for joining us this evening and taking your time. Superintendency in any school district is a busy job. And you've got something going on, probably 2 or 3 things every night. So thank you for joining us tonight. Those scholarship sponsors, of course, to Boardman Park, to Boardman Schools Television Network, all of our partners, specifically to some of our board members, Marty Bushy, Meg Harris, Mark Halley, Karen McCallum, Tim Saxton, Dan Segul, and our president, McKenna Osinger, all working so hard for us. And the students and families and friends, relatives that are here this evening, thank you for supporting these people in their lives up to this point and into the future. They know they come from a stable base, and they can return to that character we were talking about, Mr. Pector. We want to get pictures of the scholarship award winners. Now, the rule is, I didn't make this up, but the rule is if you have a fireplace in a room, you have to take pictures in front of it. So that's the fireplace. You can see it there. It's very evident to everybody. And so afterwards, please, you want to socialize and talk to each other, but we do want you to gather. We want to get some pictures of you all, and your family can take pictures of you all as well. So thank you for joining us this evening, of course, to this academic achievements to recognize our Boardman resident students. And students, please understand, these are not participation trophies this evening. You went through a process. You filled out an application. You went by those rules and reviewed them and looked at them and gave these awards to you because you've earned them. And this is what you do in life, and you'll go forward doing that. It's an interesting story Mr. Pecchia said. The partner gave you an assignment. You had no idea what to do. You probably walked in there, I'm graduated, I'm educated, I'm going to come here and take this place by storm. And you got, knocked sideways, and that's okay, because you've earned where you were, and you'll learn and go forward and learn more. And this is a way for us to show that and award you that this evening. It's essentially paying forward, right? These people who awarded or donated money for these scholarships are interested in paying things forward. There's that phrase, I want to pay back in life. I prefer, and I hope you do too, of paying things forward. Because the people who do for you, pay back is you doing well into the future and paying that forward to other people. You don't necessarily pay back, you pay forward in life. So think about that concept, and maybe that's something you would think about embracing also. Tomorrow is the first Tuesday after the first Monday in May, which means that's election day. That's how it works. That's the schedule. Being able to vote in an election is a privilege that Americans have that most people in this world do not have. Most people in the history of this world do not have this opportunity that we will have tomorrow. Do we have anyone here voting for the first time in an election? Any students? Raise your hand. Anyone? You people? Yeah, for the first time? That's wonderful. Please take advantage of the opportunity. We're a civic organization, which means we're interested in those things, and we promote those things. And you have the freedom to not vote. You have the freedom to vote. And so we encourage you to take that very seriously. And we have Memorial Day coming up very soon. Millions of people have died in service to this country that we could sit here this evening and be free and engage in these things and also vote in elections. So we ask you to be an informed electorate and make good decisions, because elections are about the future. Many times people will say, this next election is the most important one in history. And they all are, because we're deciding the future. So we ask that you please consider that and be involved in our future as well. So as we close, some reminders. Boardman has an amazing amount of diverse opportunities in almost any area of life, including family activities, education, commerce, healthcare, recreation, community service, and faith. Let's continue to take advantage of these opportunities or try them for the first time and preserve Boardman's motto, a nice place to call home. We thank you for this evening. God bless and good night.